No entry for you. Right to admission reserved. I don't allow free access to my interiors. This is not some public space. Trespassers shall be prosecuted. See how they turn your entire existence into chemistry. They know what you are reactive towards, and that particular chemical reagent is selectively brought to you so that you can react as per their convenience. Have you lacked in insulin, or have you had an excess of toxicity? Nobody lacks in strength. We are not weak. We have been made to feel weak. Every bit of weakness that you feel or identify with is not yours at all. This is not wrong. This cannot be wrong. I am strong. I am strong.
So, Acharya, I'm Nitish Kumar from final year chemical department, and I have been interacting last time also with you. So my question this time is how to become mentally and emotionally stronger in college life, and how to protect myself from bad content, and how to know it's actually bad for me.
Strength is not something that you have to actively cultivate. Your question is positing, assuming something. You are assuming that weakness is innate and strength has to be imported or cultivated or learnt. You don't have to cultivate strength. You have to decultivate weakness. You don't have to learn strength. You have to unlearn weakness. Please remember, strength is nature itself, your very swabhav. The purity of your being itself is strength. And that strength is not a showy thing. That strength is not a comparative thing. That strength is not about the capacity that you have to fulfill your desires. That strength is a particular ease, sahajata. That strength is something that, as we said, is not showy. It will not be visible until and unless a challenge throws itself upon you. It is something that you carry smoothly within yourself. It remains there, but manifests only when there is a need or a challenge. It sits lightly within. All that is hunky-dory. The problem is that this natural, smooth, easy strength within us is shrouded by, covered by a lot of what we have learnt or imbibed or imported from here and there. So kindly adjust your model, rather append it. The model that you have says you are weak and you have to become strong. That's the model most of us carry. I am weak, I must become strong. Is that not often the desire expresses itself? I am weak, I must. So first thing is to correct the fundamentals. You are strong, and for some very special reason, you have covered yourself with weakness. So uncover yourself. Unlearn weakness. Upend the model. You are strong already. You don't have to learn strength from anywhere. Right? First thing, I am already strong. And then the mysterious question is, from where did weakness come?
Yeah.
And that's the question to go into. If I am already strong, from where did this mirage called weakness become so big upon me? How did this become identical to me? How did that happen? That's the question you must meditate upon. And how to meditate upon it? Not by excusing yourself from the world and sitting in some corner and thinking about it. By seeing how weakness operates in your day-to-day matters, in the world. Because it is in your day-to-day existence and it is from the world that one imports weakness.
Yes.
So therefore one has to catch exactly when weakness is about to percolate us, seep into our existence. That's the point to catch yourself. No entry for you, ma'am, or sir, whatever. No entry for you. Right to admission reserved. I don't allow free access to my interiors. This is not some public space. Trespassers shall be prosecuted. It is the trespassers who bring something with them and leave it behind as garbage within you, and that is weakness. That brings us to an interesting definition of weakness. Whatsoever is not yours is weakness. Whatsoever has been brought to you by random forces of society, time, your biochemical physicality, all that is weakness. Arrest that before it strikes you. See how they make you believe in their lies. Don't be so gullible. And you are mastering in chemical engineering. It should be easier for you to see how they turn your entire existence into chemistry. They know what you are reactive towards. And that particular chemical reagent is selectively brought to you so that you can react as per their convenience, their interests, and become a slave. Because they don't have any individuality, any freedom of their own. So they despise those who are free or who are even relatively freer. Are you getting it? You cannot live without such and such thing. Don't you see weakness is being introduced into yourself? This is weakness. And you are made to learn this. I'm saying unlearn. You are successful only if you have these particular things in your life. Nobody will say this is a statement of weakness, but it is. And you are made to buy into all this. And you do. Because you don't examine what is entering you. Especially if those who are bringing these things to you happen to be your so-called well-wishers, friends, family, or knowledgeable people. Then you think if something is coming from them, it surely is for your good. Not necessarily. More often than not, things that come to you from all these easy and all pervasive sources around you are toxic. Goodness in a human being is not something very readily found, sadly. It's a rarity. Therefore, if you want to use someone for the purpose of learning, then you have to be very careful. You cannot just randomly listen to anybody and think that his words or influence would be a source of strength to you. That fellow will say something, and whatever he says may not even include the words strength and weakness. And yet you will find that if the fellow is not coming from a point of inner realization, his influence upon you is toxic and debilitating. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Let's take the example, basic example, because again, chemistry. Let's take the basic example of sugar. Let's say you are a diabetic, right? First of all, how did you turn diabetic?
Consuming more amount of sugars and not appropriate diet.
No. Diabetes is not about consuming more amount of sugar. Diabetes is about your pancreas losing the ability to secrete insulin. Now, insulin is supposed to be something within you, right?
Yes, sir.
You do not say, sir, please tell me how do I secrete or learn insulin. You don't have to learn it. It is already there within you. You don't have to learn it. It's there. But then you take in a lot of random stuff from outside, and whatsoever you have taken has been harming your inner system, your pancreatic system, since long. And then your system gets so badly hurt that slowly the secretion of insulin stops altogether. Right? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Does that not happen? Now, have you lacked in something, or have you had an excess of something? Have you lacked in insulin, or have you had an excess of toxicity?
Excess of toxicity.
Nobody lacks in strength. We have had an excess of debilitating influences. You understand debilitation? Weakening of something, turning something weak. Nobody lacks strength. It's just that we consume so much of weakness from outside that the inner strength is covered, obfuscated, and therefore lost to us. Right? Now that your pancreas have become dysfunctional, what do? You look at the world outside and you can still continue to consume something random. What will that do to your body? Deteriorate it even further. You can lay your hands on something random that is available as edible stuff, and there's a 99% probability it will only worsen your condition, right? But there does exist something outside of you that will improve your condition. What's that called? That's called medicine. Or that could be a dose of external insulin. But what is the probability that just randomly you will consume external insulin? Not even 1%, right? You consume anything that is either sugar or it will turn into sugar in your body. You say, I don't like sugary stuff. What do you like? I like things rather salty. So you go and have a pizza. The pizza turns into sugar within the body. You think the pizza is not sugary? It is. Goes in and turns into sugar. You take anything, you are de facto taking in sugar. What is the probability that you will take an insulin? Very little.
Right.
But is insulin not available at all in the universe? It is, but it's rare. You'll have to be extremely selective, extremely choosy. And that's what I said about the learned man. He is available, but is rare. Others are either directly toxic, like sugar, or indirectly toxic, like pizza. So the first thing is that you should not let it come to the stage where your inner strength is lost to you. But if, unfortunately, you have come to that point, then you have to look at the world very selectively, which means you have to do two things. One, you have to stop unlimited access to those who have been entering you so far. They are the ones who get in and become your weakness. And secondly, because it may not suffice to just stop the intake of sugar. Anybody who is diabetic or knows somebody diabetic, till some point it is sufficient that you cut down on your sugar. Beyond that, it does not suffice. After that, you have to take in insulin or some other medicine. So the first thing obviously is neti neti, which is that you must stop the toxicity from entering you. But that may not suffice. And then you have to, with dedication, search for sources that get inside you and cut down the pre-existing, pre-accumulated sugar. Sugar, which is, in our example, sugar stands for weakness. So one, stop the intake of what has been going in actively. Secondly, if that does not suffice, then with great care and great discretion, look for something that is external but will go inside to remove the external. That would have given you a distinction between external and external stuff. There is an external stuff that goes in and retains its external identity. That's a toxin. And there is external stuff that goes in and removes all that which has already accumulated as external. Why do we want to remove the external stuff? Because the internal is strength. The external is weakness. It does not occur to us that way. We are not weak. We have been made to feel weak. Every bit of weakness that you feel or identify with is not yours at all. Those who have known, in a poetic way, they have exclaimed, "You are strength as a person. You are power personified." That's not me. That's coming from people who invested themselves all their life into investigation of existence. And they started with a disgust for weakness. They said, what is this weakness that we find so pervasive all around us? We don't like it. And to their delight, when they went very deeply into weakness, they discovered strength. They said, peel the layers of weakness off. And at the core, we are all strong beyond our imagination. Your fears are all imaginary. Your limits are self-made. All that you find small or brittle or limited or fragile about you is just a concept, not reality. Can you Find out where did you learn it from. That will do two things to you. One, you will know it is not innate. Innate means internal, original. It is not original from within you. It came from somewhere. Once you go into your weakness, you discover it came from somewhere. So first thing it tells you is, it's not mine, not innate. Second thing, you learn from where it came. So you can block the way now. The moment you learn where that weakness came into you from, you can block the route. It will no more enter you from there. Yes, the dose that you have already taken in will and does take some time to be cleared away. But at least the accumulation, the aggravation will stop. Are you getting it? Don't look for strength. Strength is not something so small that our little hands will look for it and clutch it and intake it. You cannot take strength in, but you can throw weakness out. Throw weakness out. Strength is not needed. You already have ample of it.
Yes, sir.
You already are strong. And the proof of that is when you listen to this, there is something in you that says, I don't feel like believing this, because the moment you accept this, you bring a lot of responsibility upon yourself, no? The moment you accept that you are actually very strong, you find a lot of responsibility coming your way, no? Who gives responsibilities to a weakling? If you are strong, what do you find coming your way? Loads and loads of responsibility. So you don't want to accept that you are strong, but still something that is beautiful, original, and already strong within you silently murmurs, yes, this is not wrong. This cannot be wrong. I am strong. I am strong. Discard people or situations or sources who, as tricksters, inject weakness into you. Often weakness is injected into you in the name of care or love. Don't let that happen. I'll not let you go out. It's already 8 p.m., you know, dead of the night. The roads are infested with wolves and jackals. I'll not let you go out. I love you so much. Kick this person the hardest way at his softest place. He's not a well-wisher, I tell you. Not a well-wisher. He's loading you with a sense of weakness. Care is an entirely different thing. Care looks at facts. Precaution is one thing. Fear is a totally different thing. Precaution is based on facts. And fear is based on nothing. Fear is based just on an imaginary sense of an afraid self. To wear slippers while walking on a road might be precautionary. But to wear gumboots, there's a problem somewhere. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
You are not worth loving if you don't get a fat enough package. You're in your 4th year, right?
Yes, sir.
Learn to raise not your voice, but your legs, so that you can kick people hard. That must be the environment in the campus these days, no? Your worth is measured on the size of your package, or the university you get a call from. All this is fear. We don't use the word fear for all these things, but this is fear, and fear is weakness. You have a friend and he starts overflowing with joy. The moment he finds that you got a package of whatever is a package considered fat enough, and he goes bonkers, you'll say, this is what a great friend is like. See how he is celebrating my success. I got a great job, and great means lots of money. I got a great job, and see how celebratory he is. This man is injecting weakness in you. What he's telling is that I'm celebrating you because you have a job. And a job is an external thing. Tomorrow you might not have that job. And then you will feel small and weak. Anybody who celebrates you or loves you conditionally is actually celebrating and loving the conditions, not you. And conditions, as we know, are all fickle. Bubbles they are. Disappear in no time. And then you will be very, very anxious about protecting those bubbles, and that's weakness. Think of a person whose self-worth is contained in a bubble. How anxiously he would be living. Think of something as weak as a bubble. If your self-worth is tied to a bubble, can you ever feel strong? But if there is someone who is envious of your fat package, you will immediately declare, an enemy there. Enemy spotted there. The enemy is not only the one who detests your success. Your enemy is also the one who celebrates your success. Because he is celebrating your success, not you. His success is conditional. Now this would sound counterintuitive. Let this sink in, take time. The fellow is saying, you were not worth celebrating had you not had this job. Somebody who is celebrating your beauty, your physicality, or whatever, he would not celebrate you if you lose your beauty or your manliness or whatever. The result, you will be turned anxious about preserving something that by definition cannot be preserved for long. Who can be beautiful for long? By beautiful I mean attractive in a physical way, in the sense we are using here. But the fellow comes and says, so beautiful, and you feel delighted. No, it's not a thing of delight. It's a thing of concern. Tomorrow I'll not be equally beautiful by way of my face, by way of the body. And then those same eyes will not look at me or turn elsewhere. And then I'll be depressed. This is weakness. Weakness is always a foreign element, an import. Something that comes to you via others. And it rarely comes to you as weakness itself. It comes to you as something worth celebrating. Be very cautious of your celebrations. Be very careful about your happinesses. What you celebrate as happiness is what you will later repent as misfortune. It is in your moments of happiness that you throw the door open to all kinds of pathogens. Does that not happen? When there is a function in the house, the main door remains open. Now anybody can enter. You don't even want to keep a watch. And also in moments of deep grief, the main door is kept open. Some really sad thing has happened in the house, the door remains open so that people can come in and express condolences. It is in these moments of emotional vulnerability that the risk is amplified. Some nonsense will enter you. In some name, obviously nonsense never declares itself to be nonsense. It will take some sweet name to gain access. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Dependency, attachment. Are they not weakness? See what keeps a person from doing the right thing in life, and you will find these things. He has dependents, or he is a dependent. Either he has dependents, or he himself is dependent, or he is attached to something. There is so much of open evil all around us, is there not? And yet you find so few people showing up to take a stand. Why? Because they are afraid. Why? Because they either have dependents or they are dependent. Or because they are attached. If I show up, some harm may come to those I am attached to. Or if I display courage and resist the evil, then my pelf and privileges might be compromised. Privilege never declared itself to be a weakness, did it? Comforts never entered your life openly admitting that we will become your weakness, did they? But see, in the moments when you will need to summon strength, you will find all these things: comforts, attachments, dependencies. They have blocked your way. You will be standing aghast. I thought I was strong, but this moment when the strength needs to roar aloud, it's been muffled. The roar has been suffocated by the things that I made so dear to myself. Just download the Acharya Prashant app, and there you go to the community section, and you have live testimonials streaming in at the rate of 1 every 5 minutes. I'm seeing lives change in thousands, if not millions, every day in front of my own eyes. We are doing it.
Right.
We have actually done it.
Join the community of more than 2 lakh participants on the Acharya Prashant app. Your first month is completely free. You'll get full access to Gita Mission. On the app, you will get regular live sessions, daily exclusive conversations with Acharya Prashant, access to the vibrant Gita community, wisdom exams, curated news, audiobooks, quotes, and much more. Search Acharya Prashant on Google Play Store or Apple App Store and download now.